Hello, my name is Ezequiel Pena, and I'm a senior at the Urban Center School for Careers in Sports. My final project for my sociology class was to write an informative narrative on my future occupation. My future occupation is to become a photographer, and the person who inspired me to become a photographer, his name is Amaurys Grullon. What is photography? Photography is the art of capturing images on film. Photography is also the art of observation, having a keen sense of what is around you, having technical proficiency, and taking a scene and distilling it into its most essential elements. Aside from that, photography is about having a creative vision and using that creativity to animate an initial idea of what you want the subject to be. Photography is a form of artistic communication and expression, a way to connect with people, to inspire people in a way that they will go inspire others. My goal is to inspire people with my art and for people to see my vision, know my story. My future occupational goal is to become a photographer. The reason why I chose this as a future occupational goal is because photography is fascinating. From every perspective to the change in lighting and aperture, it inspires me to grow as an artist. The reason why I got into photography was through a friend. I wasn't doing it just because my friends were doing photography. I felt like this would be my future occupational goal because it would enhance my skills as an artist. And I was also inspired to try something fresh and new, aside from me doing taekwondo, aside from me doing music, aside from me even drawing. I just wanted something I really wanted to do. This was something I wanted to achieve, a skill that I wanted to master as a fellow artist. I wouldn't have even thought of becoming a photographer if it wasn't because of this person. The person who inspired me to do this was Amaurys Grullon. Amaurys Grullon is a freelance graphic designer, photographer, and videographer from the Bronx. He's been working in the field of practicing his talent for 3 years now. Amaurys Grullon is a 21-year-old Dominican male and is currently pursuing a bachelor's degree in graphic design. And he's also enhancing and perfecting his craft overall. Over the weekend of June 13th, I was able to get a hold of Amaurys and asked if it was okay to interview him, and he agreed. And when I was able to interview him, this is the first question I asked him. Can you give me a brief overview of your respective journey so far as an artist? And this is what Amaurys said. Well, my name is Amaurys Grullon. I've lived in the Bronx my whole life, and I've always been to art ever since I was a little boy. I was always experimenting with different forms of art, and when I got involved with different mediums and different forms of art, it was in high school, and I started working with photography, graphic design, and video. At the end of my high school career, I knew I wanted to pursue my dream. I wanted to pursue a degree in the arts. I chose graphic design. During my college career, I started gaining skills in graphic design while with photography, videography, and other forms of art. I started my freelance business working with clients and providing professional work in those fields. Right now I have an associate's degree, continuing my bachelor's, and I have my business where I do what I love. Question 2. What made you decide to do photography? And this is what Amaurys said. When I started doing photography, I was just trying a new form of art, you know? And just trying to find out where it would take me, just like any form of art I started with. Question 3. Third question I asked him. What is your intention with your art? What is your motive? And this is what he said. Well, with my art, what I want to do is connect with people. I want to talk to the audience. I want to make them feel. I want to inspire them. I want my art to change the world for the better. In the future, I have many projects coming up. I want to start a non-profit organization to help the South Bronx spread beauty and art around the Bronx. I have my business that I want to continue growing. I have a film that I'm working on, and I want to continue improving my craft and what I love. Question 4. How is time management? And this is what he said. The way I see time is precious. Time is money, and you cannot waste time. I make a serious to-do list for myself. I have my 5-year plan. I have the goals that I want to accomplish this year. Every month and every week, I have a list of what I want to get done, and every day I have a to-do list. This keeps my life organized and on track with what I have to do. Question 5. How is it in the workplace? And this is what Amaurys said. Basically for me, being a freelancer or working for yourself is great. It's great meeting new people and clients. A regular working day for me involves a lot of editing, but also a lot of creativity. And in the end, it's always rewarding. Question 6. How does your sense of fashion correlate with your art? And this is what Amaurys said. I feel like the way you dress has a big say on your image. This is why I try to dress for the image I'm going for, a professional. When you're in fashion, you have to combine different articles of clothing, different colors, different shapes, different textures, and have a creative eye which is similar to what an artist has to do. So yes, I feel like somehow my passion correlates with my art. Question 7. Do you do anything besides photography, and what do you consider yourself? And this is what he said. I consider myself a fine artist because I don't only do one form of art. I'm a graphic designer, photographer, videographer, and I'm also an illustrator, a painter, and a musician. Question 8. How did you navigate through boundaries throughout your career? And this is what Amaurys said. Well, that's easy. When you have something that you are passionate about, and that you are motivated about, and that you love, you're gonna cross all boundaries because you won't stop until you are what you want to be. For me, of course, the journey is gonna be a little bumpy, because certainly for me, I came across a couple of obstacles, but I never gave up because I love art. Question 9. Based on your socioeconomic status, how did you make a name for yourself? And this is what Amaurys said. Yes, I'm Hispanic. Yes, I'm a minority. Yes, I'm from the South Bronx. Yes, I was born into what the society calls poverty, but you can't let that stop you. I believe if you work enough, if you put passion into what you do, you're going to make it. Never be ashamed of where you're from, and never forget where you came from. Question 10. What is the origin of why you decided to do photography? Why and when? And this is what Amaurys said. When I was a senior in high school, my stepdad bought a little inexpensive Kodak camera. I quickly took it and started taking pictures of my surroundings. I took it everywhere I went, and I took pictures everywhere I went. At the time, it was just a hobby and I was unaware of the possibilities that photography could give me. Later on, I made a logo and started stamping it on all of my photos. I was calling myself a photographer without being a photographer. If you view yourself as something, people are going to see you that way. People started calling me a photographer. My passion for photography grew, and I knew I had to step it and buy a more professional camera. I got my first DSLR camera my first year in college. From there, photography has opened many doors for me. I've gotten a lot of photography jobs and internships. Photography has played a big role in my art career, and my love for it keeps growing day by day. I use photography as my go-to medium, and also to express myself as an artist. Question 11. What would you say to those who would like to pursue a career in the same field? And this is what Amaurys said. Follow your dreams. Do what makes you happy, make smart decisions, and think ahead. Be proud of your background and never forget where you came from. When you start college, it'll be a new experience for you. Make the best of your college career, don't slack off at the beginning, and stay strong all the way through. Because in the end, once again, it's going to be really rewarding. And again, to what I said earlier, do what you love and don't be afraid of failure. Fail as many times as you can, because you will learn from those failures. At the end of the day, those failures are going to make you what you want to become. And the final question I asked him, question 12. As a student about to start college, pursue a career in photography, what do you say to me, and if I need your assistance, what do you help me? Of course, this is what Amaurys said. If you need assistance, I'm here to help. Anything you need, you can contact me. For you, I give the same message I gave you in the previous question. Photography is a very complex form of art. Be ready to think, analyze, and experience a diverse field, which is photography. Be ready to work with clients that want you to capture the perfect moment, and be ready to pour your expressions and thoughts into an image. I'm sure you'll do great. Take as much in, apply it, and use it. Practice makes perfect. The more experience, the better you get. Again, anything you need, I'm here to help. Get ready to experience great things. And if photography is what you love, I hope the best for you in the future in all your endeavors. In conclusion, to become a photographer isn't easy. But if you are passionate about it, then you can succeed, just like Amaurys Grullon. Amaurys inspired me to become a photographer, and I wish to inspire others, just like he inspired me. By this, you can come from any economical status and background and still become extremely successful, no matter what the circumstances. Overall, everyone should strive to become successful people in their life and should never stop trying to achieve their goals. My future occupation is to become a photographer, and this has been my individual narrative. Thanks for watching.